Charlie Biddle with Safe Harbor International. Safe Harbor was founded by Gary Kusnowski of Rancho Santa Margarita Calvary Chapel, and it was on his heart to serve the people of Sudan. So he started a ministry over in Sudan to help with the people over there, and out of that sprung other ministries throughout the world. And after Northridge earthquake, we set up a cook trailer so we could respond to local disasters. And from Northridge, we've been to 9/11 back in New York, and now we're out here down in San Diego area, working with the people down in Cuyamaca area. Situation here in Cuyamaca was pretty tense. As they call it here, they call us flatlanders and the mountain folk. So what we did, we were real quiet when we first set up here. Just served food, and then let them come to us if they had any questions or any ministry needs. And then slowly, after they found out that we were just here to serve, they really opened up to us. Earl's another gentleman. He's the dam keeper here at the lake. Earl lost everything in the house that he lived in. He's a renter, but he lost everything in the house over at the lake. Has not much money, but he's probably the biggest giver. Every day he comes in, he wants to give money, he wants to give gifts away, and he's just got a huge heart.
That was my home. It was furnished by Helix Water District as part of my employment with them. Even though it wasn't my home, still everything in there belonged to me, and it's very devastating. Some of the people I know, a good friend of mine, Dee Dee, thought her brother had insurance on her property, which is up on the top of North Peak there. She's absolutely devastated, no insurance, all by herself, very, very distraught. Most of the people did have insurance, but they're underinsured. They're trying to figure out how to get their demo done, plus rebuild and get all that done without it costing them a lot of money. A dear friend of mine who's been up here for 37 years, she lost her home and everything. I mean, everything in it. And so all she's got to say is, tomorrow's another day. The community here at Lake Cuyamaca has always been a great community, but since the fire, it's brought the people together with the help of the Calvary Chapel, and has brought them together as a family, not just a community.
And one of the things Earl and I talked about, he said, you guys got to get back to your lives and your families and everything else you got. And he says, I've been up here for 13 years. He said, out of those 13 years I've been here, he says, if you guys did nothing else, he says, what you have done for our community as far as bringing us together as a community. He said, there's people that right across the street I never knew. He says, we're just like a big family. He says, if you did nothing else up here and just did what you've done, it'd be more than anyone has ever done for our community. So, there's a man wants to have a tough heart, but he has a soft and loving heart.
When the fires happened, my wife and I were at a couples retreat, and by the time that weekend was over, Charlie and I called each other. It just seemed like the Lord led us to call each other with the same burden to go and help out. And within 24 hours, we were on the road in Valley Center, where we started out.
I've lost my house and everything in it, and it's material things. Where you used to have a place you drive home and you're in your own little world. Now you're living out of a trailer, and you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. The ministry stayed in here, where the other agencies just packed up and left us.
Schweikert, my wife Kitty, and daughter Nanji, battalion chief for Cuyamaca Fire Station, and proud owner of the hottest shop in Jullian, Mountain Automotive. Cuyamaca is a big family. It's been really wonderful with Safe Harbor being there because it keeps them together. The 3 meals a day fortified what we had as a town, and that was that our fire station was as much a community center as it was a fire station. My end of the fire district, we have a Jullian Cuyamaca district, begins here in Harrison Park and goes south through the state parks. we probably lost 75% of the homes. The fire did whatever it wanted to. I've been with this fire district 10 years, doing wildland strike teams everywhere. This was the most unpredictable fire I've ever seen. And I think if you talk to people from CDF or Forest Service, they'll agree. It did what it wanted to. My crew was out on the initial dispatch. That was Saturday evening at 5:30. By Sunday morning, we were in Ramona. We were in country estates there for almost 30 hours. The wind laid down, it started coming right back up the hill. This was a fire that at one point was consuming 6,000 acres an hour. As a fire district with a total roll call of 30 plus, 10 lost homes. Safe Harbor's a godsend. They have done for the Cuyamaca community what our department and manpower could never have imagined. Safe Harbor, by being there every single day, have become family, and it's allowed many people who needed to speak a comfort zone.
When I was called out first to respond to the fires, thinking it was going to be a short-term thing, and then really realizing that the needs were after the fire, and that's when the real needs set in. In my own life, I've been blessed off my feet. I really believe God called me down here, and this is just, it's opened up my heart. I love what I'm doing down here for the Lord. And it's made me more compassionate. It's brought me closer to my own family. It's brought me closer to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And it's just a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to come here and serve a meal or go work on someone's property, putting out erosion control equipment or cutting down a tree or whatever. Just to be able to serve the people and love them, it's been a total blessing to me. And I haven't felt this much joy and love and closeness to the Lord for years.